morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Writer's Mind. I'm your host, CP Balois. Um, Today, I thought we'd talk a little bit about, different writing methods. We all have them. Everyone has their own idiosyncrasies. Like we need to work at a coffee shop, or we need to have a patient at coffee, or we need quiet, we need music. Whatever. We all have our little idiosyncrasies with that. We all have our habits. It helps us focus more. Um, Excuse me. For me, it's one of the things that I always do is like I kind of need something like the story, like whether it's music, whether it's a book, or whether it's a show or something like that. Just something that gets you inspired. You see something gives you an idea, but then sometimes you need something inside the world. I mean, ideally, I prefer quiet, but the world doesn't always cooperate. You get neighbors coming and going. You have a thunderstorm outside for whatever reason. You have just stuff going wrong. If you're in a cafe or a coffee shop, it gets loud. I mean, one time we actually had sitting there working, nice and quiet. Two ladies come in. They start talking. They sit next to the table next to them. They said, "Let's have a tea party." Oh, what now? 20 minutes later, there's another 6, 7, ladies there with their kids, and the kids are running around. It's just got loud because you never know. It happens. That's why I kind of carry headphones. But then, sometimes the music, whatever kind of music. Sometimes it's just generic music that we just love that, works. Whatever one is for us, it's like, it's just in general. Doesn't really matter, just, whether it's rock, it's symphony, what have you. It's like pretty much anything just works. Helps put us in the mood. We also like reading. Like I said, I love, depending on like I said, but getting back to music. Sorry about that, just been jump around. But getting back to the music, it's like, for me, I kind of need the music that fits the story. Like if I'm writing epic fantasy, I kind of want epic fantasy sound things like the Lord of the Rings soundtrack. I'm like just playing the background kind of just inspires you, puts you in a mood. Reading a book similar to it, actually helps out. For at least I found, if it's sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. That's always hit or miss with me. It's like because it's kind of it's hard to find it. When you find it, it's great, but just more times I find music works better, and then our own manuscripts. You sit down like the night before. I like to think about the next chapter, like what I want to write and what points I want to do. And I kind of play part of my head. I don't play the whole thing out because if I do, for whatever reason, my mind is weird with that. Like if I think out the whole thing, it's gone. It's like, okay, I played it out. It's gone. It's done. Moving on. And my brain turns a page and I don't want to turn a page, the bookmark. I need a bookmark. So when I go back, I want to write this. So I just kind of get the idea of what I want to do. And next day I can sit down and help me write better. Other days I don't really get to do that. I have to go into cold start because I used to write daily. Now my schedule, I can only write maybe a couple times a week. So I actually go in my manuscript and read the last few pages and help out. Just read and see what you wrote before. Kind of get you an idea as an update. Tells you what you just wrote, what you, reminds you what you did, what you want to do. It's a nice little, it's something we all kind of need, and it comes in handy. It's like just that recap. Every TV show has a recap. Sometimes we need that. Sometimes it's just music. Sometimes we just fall in. We just forget the story. Other times life gets in the way and we need reminders. So that's it. Every story is just like each of us. All of our stories are different. All the methods are different. All the styles are different. So what works for you? What kind of muse fuel or helper do you have like that to help you with your writing stories? Is it music? Is it TV? Is it books? Just flows? Let me know in the comments below. Yeah. That's all we have for today. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you next time. Have a great one.